Albert Egbarogene's journey in life commenced on Saturday, April 4, 1964, exactly 40 years ago, with his much welcomed birth into the illustrious Okumagba family. He was born in the oil-rich city of Warri, Delta State, and is known to maintain close ties with his roots and is actively involved in creating and advocating a framework for the economic well-being and growth of the Niger Delta and the nation as a whole. He had his secondary school education in Federal Government College, Warri, from 1975 to 1981, and went on to King's College, Lagos, for his higher school certificate between 1981 and 1983. He proceeded to the University of Ibadan from 1983 to 1986 and obtained a Bachelor of Science degree in economics, and thereafter went on to the University of Lagos between 1987 and 1988, where he obtained a Masters of Science degree in economics, specializing in monetary economics.
I had a very, very strict upbringing, and that upbringing has propelled me to also strive to work towards surpassing the kind of foundations that my parents have left behind for us to take up.
He was appointed Managing Director and Chief Executive Officer of BGL Limited, a leading investment and asset management company, in July 1995, and has played a prime role in pioneering its investment banking operation, with emphasis on financial advisory schemes. He was also at the forefront of setting up BGL Securities Limited, a wholesale subsidiary and one of the major stockbroking companies operating in the capital market in Nigeria today.
I see the coming years as very challenging, and I believe the necessary foundation that will put me in a position to make contributions either in industry or in public service has been solidly put in place in all the experiences that I've garnered in serving the private sector and the public sector.
As Chief Executive of BGL Limited, he initiated the bank restructuring activities of BGL Limited, resulting in the strategic positioning of the company to consummate the acquisition of a strategic equity stake in Continental Trust Bank Limited and play a prominent role in the complex recapitalization and restructuring of Standard Trust Bank PLC, as well as the raising of equity capital for IMB International Bank PLC, Omega PLC, FSB International Bank PLC, Centerpoint Bank PLC, Platinum Bank Limited, First Atlantic Bank PLC, Fortune International Bank PLC, Broad Bank of Nigeria Limited, Midas Bank PLC, amongst other institutions.
How do I see Albert? Well, anytime I'm asked that question, I kind of laugh because I see him as a phenomenon. Albert is different things to different people, but totally he's a very good person. I think as a business manager, what he has done with BGL can attest to the qualities he has. Taking the company from a startup in 1995 to one of the market leaders under 10 years, that's a feat a lot of people have not achieved in a lifetime and probably will not achieve. As a leader, his ability to get a group of young people, hot heads, and try to draw from their resources and their strengths to make a company succeed this much is also a pointer to the fact that he has very good leadership skills. I think his emotional intelligence is very high, and it's a very good key factor for any leader.
Albert is somebody who ensures those working with him attain certain heights. He gives you all the encouragement you need, all the tools, all the materials to achieve a given task. And when those things are provided, Albert is somebody who doesn't take no or excuses. All he needs is a result.
A distinguished member of the Board of Directors of Standard Trust Bank and other successful institutions, Mr. Okumagba creates time to actively participate and support the activities of various professional associations where he is involved and serving in various capacities, such as the Chartered Institute of Stockbrokers of Nigeria, where he is a council member.
Albert Okumagba is a very interesting person. We have had business contacts, that is at professional level. He's a stockbroker, and I was the inaugural president of the Chartered Institute of Stockbrokers. So we meet at council meetings and similar occasions. He is what I would describe as aggressive, pleasantly so, and so he's productive, and he's respectful, but being that inclined does not in any way inhibit his tendency to present his views as forcefully as he can. This means that from time to time, and I like him for this, when occasionally he has been maybe a little hasty in presenting a view, and his attention is drawn to certain facts on the table which he had not adverted his mind to, he readily says, "I'm sorry." And it's only great men who readily say, "I'm sorry."
I have known Albert in different capacity. One as a personal friend. I also know him as a professional, and I also know him as somebody who is quite concerned about what is happening in the country. As a friend, I find Albert to be a very reliable, honest, and sincere person who is out for his friends and for people that he is indebted to. He's quite a reliable individual. As a professional, I find him to be very sound and ethically conscious, and somebody who is a good achiever and a pride to his generation. And somebody who is also concerned about what is happening around him, somebody who is quite intense in terms of the happenings in the economy, the happenings in the country, and the happenings in his own community. And I believe that Albert is going to play a greater role in the greatness of this country, in the solutions to most of the problems that are affecting this country.
Egba, as his friends and family fondly call him, is happily married to Emilia, his wife, for over 9 years, with 3 children, Michael, Rukevwe, and Fidelis.
There are many experiences both of us have gone through over the past 10 years plus, but there has been no experience that I will have to regret. His quality is unique. He has charisma, he has poise, and he's a really good man. His weakness is his work, because he likes to work and takes it at times to the extreme. But aside that, he has the best of all qualities, I think, in a man.
He's a caring man. He loves mommy and he protects the family, and
he's a man of plan. He likes to plan. But as a husband, he's a good husband to me. He has taken care of me and has been taking care of me before we got married, and even now that we're married, because I don't work. So he takes very good care of me. You can see from what I'm wearing and my face and my hair and the way I'm looking, that he takes good care of me. But I'm very happy with him, and I'm very sure he's happy with me. And I pray for him every time, and I pray that God will continue to bless him, continue to keep him for me and the children and his parents. and his brothers and sisters and relations. God will continue to shine his glory in his life, bless the work of his hands. And he has reached 40. I'm happy I'm by his side as he's 40, as he will also be by my side when I'm 40. And I would just like to say, Egba, thank you.
I give thanks to God Almighty for making me to have had all the experiences I've had over the past 40 years. I feel very happy at the challenges I've faced as a student in the various institutions I attended. I also feel very gratified at the kind of experience I've gotten from the various institutions that I've worked from Centerpoint Bank PLC to BGL Limited. All the people that I've come across in my career as an investment banker has put me in a situation where I've had a very challenging career, and I have a lot of people that I owe whatever success that I've been able to achieve in the past 15 years as an investment banker. Principal investment bankers that have been role models have been Mr. Chief Dennis Odife, Mr. Gamaniel Onosede, Apostle Hayford Alile, Dr. Mrs. Indi Okereke Onyuke, and a few other people that I've enjoyed working with as professionals in the investment banking terrain.
Egba, your new life has just begun at 40. Happy birthday to an achiever.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday.